Isabella Food,
Wyatt Ratzler,
Alex Babcock,
Jaron Kilderman,
Mariana Ratzler,
Brandon Fike,
Tatum Bartels,
Alyssa Fawcett,
Kinsey Hoover,
Taya Cunningham,
Maggie Molberg,
Maddie Mathis, Layla Kern,
Sam Pruitt,
Megan Johnston, Alexis Chavez.
Tanner Cole.
Welcome back to another episode of PTV. I'm Maddie Mathis.
and I'm Tatum Bartels. PHS students are back into the hustle and bustle of the new semester.
Hustle and bustle, who says that? Is that some kind of dance term?
No, it means the students are back to being busy again. Mr. Fiskus' students are learning some dance moves too. Let's take a look.
I'm here at the scene of the American History class dancing to the Charleston. Now let's find out more.
We're learning how the African American culture affected the 1920s, and the Charleston was one of the dances that they did.
Mr. Fiskus teaches that dancing is a part of history.
It was part of the culture of the 1920s. People got out and danced. It was more about forgetting the Spanish flu and World War I. So to kind of mix things up, we learned the Charleston, which was a very popular dance during the time period.
Hands-on learning gives students a chance to get out of the classroom.
I like this project because it was fun, like seeing how everyone interpreted the Charleston and how it was kind of funny how everyone was dancing.
It changes the pace for the kids and actually gets them up and involved so they can remember it more. I'm absolutely terrible at the Charleston.
For PTV, this is Tatum Bartels,
Maggie Molberg,
and Maddie Mathis.
Mrs. Side's comp classes have been busy too. They're learning to visualize and use symbolism to interpret song lyrics. Megan Townsend has more on this story.
At the end of the story, stay tuned for our first of 3 segments to our fun feature and meet the most interesting PHS student in our school.
The song Letter Home by Jason Cruz inspired Mrs. Sides to create a new assignment for comp class.
For this project, I'm expecting the students to gain some critical thinking skills. They have to be able to analyze a piece of literature, or in this case, song lyrics, and then hopefully they can break those down and put it all back together again and create something different, something new to show that they actually did comprehend the meaning behind it.
Well, Mrs. Sides had us write down different storylines, like how we thought that the song should be acted out, like in a music video, and now we are putting those ideas into an actual project and just using pictures and videos and just like anything that we can find off the internet and then putting it all together in one project.
I think it's challenging for them to be able to break lyrics down and kind of think outside of the box and think outside of their norm, because I gave them a song that they had never heard before. Hoping that it will turn out well. They seem like they're on task and kind of they figured out the meaning of the song, and so now it's just a matter of putting it together. So I feel like they're going to do all right.
Students face challenges while making their videos.
Well, right now the most challenging part is agreeing on our ideas. We all have our different ideas of how things should be done, and it's just a matter of, coming to a good balance and a good compromise.
I think our group did pretty well overall. I mean, we didn't have it finished like at the beginning of the day, so we had to rush and get it done, but we did pretty good. We had a nice variety of pictures, and I liked Caden's in theirs because it was funny.
For PTV, this is Megan Townsend.
I don't always park incorrectly, but when I do,
you get detention.
Park correctly, my friends.
What student activity recently competed in their league meet and brought home their best finish this season so far? This is Tatum Bartels.
The PHS Scholars Bowl team?
That's correct. Isabella Futh has more on our scholars.
The Scholars Bowl team traveled to TNP for the league tournament.
The team placed third at League Scholar Bowl. I was really proud of their performance.
I feel like we did really well. I mean, we came together great as a team and we managed to pull it out in the end. We've never really done that well, so it felt good to finally be in that position, especially at such a big, meaningful meet.
Members of the team tell their reactions to the good placing.
I probably celebrated a little bit.
I kind of jumped around, threw my fist in the air a little bit. Hopefully it'll encourage the others to do better.
In the last 4 years in Scholars Bowl, we've never had that much success, and it actually feels great to be a part of a successful team.
I'm hoping that the team members will take some confidence into these next few meets as we come to the end of our season.
For PTV, this is Isabella Futh.
This semester, students have been gathering on Wednesday mornings as part of an organization called Youth Alive. Alexis Chavez reports.
We are here at Mrs. Jarvis's room to check out what Youth Alive is all about.
But you can't pull up, you have to go around.
Youth Alive is a nationwide club that we've registered as a nationally known club, and it's where Christians get together and just fellowship with one another and just grow in their faith and can encourage one another. And it's also to bring others who are not Christians to know the truth about what we believe in and all that stuff, and just for us to have a good time together.
Mrs. Jarvis volunteered her room to host the activity.
The only way that I'm involved is that Jillian and Amy asked me if I would allow them to have this Bible study in my room, and I agreed to do that. So pretty much I'm just supervising.
Amy Pugh and I and Hannah Pugh, we all kind of really wanted and had a heart to start this, so we got it passed by Mr. Bowman and the board and got it all set up.
Well, I think it's pretty cool, and I think it has a lot of potential to, make a difference in the lives of students, not just us, but everyone else. And I think it's cool that it's a gathering of Christians that isn't just, just TFC or just the assembly. It's Christians from all around the school gathering together to talk about Jesus.
I think it's a good idea. I love that the kids are getting together and sharing their faith, and it's a good meeting for them.
For PTV, this is Alexis Chavez.
This semester, PTV will feature a student and his or her job in each episode. Today, we will go to the radio station and see what Shylin Bannister does there. And after that, the most interesting student at PHS returns.
Shylin Bannister has a rather unusual job.
I cut some ads that need to be recorded and put on the air, and soon enough Bob said if I come in more and I have the time that I can play the music that they put on KKN or KKMA, and basically I just say stuff.
Shylin found this job in a unique way.
It was during a school day when we were going around town with our yearbook and our journals and staff selling ads, and I came in and we just started talking, and I told him I was looking for a second job.
With this job comes many responsibilities.
Like I would come in around football time during the football games, in which I would play the ads that certain businesses paid for the month, and we would advertise those, and then I would send it back. And then soon enough after that I got done with, I just started coming here, and then I would just record some ads and then just hang around. So I really like it. I enjoy the people. I enjoy what I do, even though it's not much, but I really do enjoy it and I love it a lot.
For PTV, this is Alex Babcock.
I don't always wear mittens, but when I do, I'm in PHS. Stay toasty, my friends.
In our sports report, we will start with how the wrestling team did at Minden last week.
Panther wrestlers traveled to Minden for a dual tournament. In the first round, junior Zach Davis scores 2 points as he gets his opponent on his back. Davis went on to pin Minden's Gonzalez for the win. Davis earned a record of 3-2 at the tournament.
Overall we had some open weights, so as a team we only ended up winning one duel out of the 5 that we wrestled. I saw a lot of improvement in some of our guys that haven't wrestled much varsity competition. So I would say overall, I think we're improving, making strides at the right time of the year.
Freshman Josh Lanker put in a strong performance. Not only did he go undefeated on the day, but he also pinned every opponent.
I did pretty good, but I could always have room for improvement. I feel pretty good about it. I pinned all my people.
Senior Lucas Jacobs also pinned all of his opponents and is still undefeated this season. Another Panther wrestler finishing with a winning record was Mark Coombs. Coombs finished 3-1 for the day.
We did pretty good. We didn't win all of our duels, but we did okay in them.
For PTV, this is Brandon Fike.
This is a big week for our basketball teams as the MCL tournament gets underway. We will start with how the boys are doing in the tournament.
The Phillipsburg Panthers faced off against Smith Center to earn a spot in the MCL tournament. Smith Center starts with an early lead, but Sam Sage finds Cameron Tweedy for the inside shot to cut the lead. Panthers trail after the first. In the second quarter, freshman Jordan Ford sinks the baseline jumper for another 2 points. And to bring the Panthers within 2, Sage sinks a tray and makes the score 22-24 Redmond. To end the first half, Matt Blair scoops up the loose ball and breaks away for the layup at the buzzer, and a 28-24 Panther lead. In second half, Panthers keep the lead. When the Redmen try add extra pressure, Kellerman finds Tweedy for the lay-in. Coach Keith Sides talks over the plan to finish the game. With just under 3 minutes to play, Ford finds Sage for the bucket and a 10-point lead. Panthers win 61-49.
Yeah, this win's big for our guys. I mean, you can play hard and play well and lose and not get the satisfaction as actually winning a ball game. So it's kind of nice for these guys to get a W and get that reward that they deserved.
In the quarterfinals, Phillipsburg battled against number 2 seed Stockton. After the Tigers tied up Phillipsburg's early lead, Sage drives to the basket to reclaim the lead, but the Tigers answered with 3, and the first quarter ends 14-15. In the second quarter, the Panthers take the lead back with this shot from Sage. Stockton answers with back-to-back threes, but then Jaron Kellerman finds one too, making it 20-21 Tigers. But the Tigers extend their lead and go to halftime 30-22. Shooting dries up for the Panthers in the third until Caden Valley hits a baseline 3, making the score 26-32. Tweedy joins the three-point contest and makes one too. Sage cuts the Tigers' lead to 10 when he makes the 3, late in the third quarter. Phillipsburg finds some openings in the fourth quarter, but can't quite catch the Tigers, who go on to win 69-56. For PTV, this is Megan Townsend.
On Saturday, our girls also played to earn a spot into the tournament. Let's see how that turned out.
The Lady Panthers take the court to battle Trigo in the MCL play-in game. Phillipsburg gets on the scoreboard when Tatum Bartels drives the lane for 2, gets fouled, and puts in the free throw. The Trigo Eagles get an early lead, but Cassie Wells cuts in down with this three-pointer. But Trigo rallies to stay on top and end the first quarter with a lead of 12-20. Coach Miller gets her girls back on track during the break, and the Lady Panthers respond. Phillipsburg takes control and takes the lead with this transition basket from Caitlin Swanson to Bartels. Bartels finds Mindy Gower breaking through the lane for another 2, and the game is tied at half. In the third quarter, the Panthers work the lane and Colette Keaton hits the inside shot. The Panthers show some range too as Caitlin Swanson extends the Panther lead with this 3. Trigo stays close, but when Keaton swishes a basket for a 5-point lead with about 2 minutes remaining, Trigo resorts to foul game and Panthers win 58-48.
For tonight's matchup against Trigo, we knew that they were going to be a strong outside shooting team. They were going to battle on the boards. They were going to be very physical, and so therefore we knew we needed closeouts on the perimeter, and we had to get in there and rebound everybody.
I think our team did very well. We moved the ball efficiently and made everyone get the chance to shoot, and our free throws were a lot better tonight than they have been.
We played some good teams, and that makes us better as a team. I feel like we have become battle strong. We understand what it takes now to be a better team, to beat those good teams, and I think it's just made us work harder in practice to get better every day.
In quarterfinals, Phillipsburg faces number 1 seed TMP. The Panthers started strong, and Gower gets the inside jumper in for an early 6-0 lead. Then Swanson gets the steal and the putback to extend the early lead to 8-0. In the second quarter, the momentum and lead shifts to TMP. The Monarchs take a 13-10 lead to the locker rooms at half. The Lady Panthers continue to battle as Swanson makes the 3 to make it 13-15 in the third quarter. Then Bartels takes her turn with the 3 and makes it 16-19, still fighting for the lead. Three-pointers kept the Panthers alive. Gower hits back-to-back threes in the fourth quarter, and Bartels sinks a pair of free throws to cut the Monarch lead to 2. But time ran out on the Panthers, and they dropped 35-41. For PTV, this is Megan Townsend.
Good luck to our basketball teams as they finish their tournament tomorrow.
Now, our most interesting student at PHS appears one more time.
I don't always get insulted on Twitter, but when I do, it's by PHS Admirer.
Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.
That concludes this episode of PTV. I'm Maddie Mathis.
And I'm Tatum Bartels.
Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.